Before we get to the part of the story that is contested, we need to do the careful half, because the mainstream explanation for what happened to Operation High Jump is real. It is documented and it is internally coherent, and we have to give it the weight it deserves. So firstly, the Antarctic summer. The window for safe naval and aerial operations in the Antarctic runs very roughly from late November to late February. After that, the sea ice thickens, the temperature drops, and visibility deteriorates. The original plan for Operation High Jump assumed the task force could continue operating into early autumn, whereas the actual weather encountered in January and February of 1947 was, by the Navy's own records, worse than the planning assumptions. Withdrawing in late February was, on that reading, simple operational procedure, not premature, just realistic. Secondly, the losses. The PBM Mariner that crashed on Thurston Island was not a small event. 3 deaths on peacetime training operations is a significant loss. The aircraft was lost, the survivors required a difficult rescue, other equipment was damaged. A commanding officer faced with these losses in deteriorating weather, ordering withdrawal, is not behaving suspiciously. You could argue he is behaving prudently. Thirdly, the Navy's institutional behaviour after High Jump. If the operation had genuinely encountered something extraordinary, you would expect total suppression or escalation. Neither strictly happened. The Navy ran Operation Windmill in 47 and 48 in the same waters. American Antarctic activity continued through the International Geophysical Year of 1957 and 58, and the Antarctic Treaty was signed in 1959, with the United States as one of the original 12 signatories. American research stations were established at the South Pole and along the coast, and the pattern is one of continued ordinary, scientifically framed engagement, not the pattern of an institution that had encountered something it could not handle. Fourth, the scale of the force, even granted that it looked anomalous, has a plausible Cold War explanation. The United States in 1946 had no Antarctic territorial claim, but every other major power did. A demonstration of capability, sending the largest task force in Antarctic history, including an aircraft carrier and a submarine, established that the United States could project force to the bottom of the world. It was, on this reading, a flag-planting exercise, just without a flag.